What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are back, you guys, with the review for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 12, Episode 19. The episode title, We Need to Talk About Kathy. No, we don't. Alright, you guys, so before we go ahead and get into this review, if you guys are watching this or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't yet subscribed, I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. I need you guys to do me a huge favor. If you guys don't want to subscribe to the channel, that's fine. Do me a huge favor, like the video. That's the main thing I need from you guys, is just to like the video. Yeah, my thumb is bent. It's not straight. My mom, yeah, like the video. Like. Thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the video. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video. And thumbs up the video. And with that out the way, you guys, without further ado, let's discuss the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, shall we? All right, you guys, so last week I did not do the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I actually did watch the episode. I will say I was extremely happy seeing Crystal stand up for herself. It was just nice to see it. So let's go ahead and get into this episode. So last week's episode, it ended with the ladies going to a club, a bar, something like that, right? And we saw in last week's episode how unhappy Kathy was with the way that Kyle was, handling things, right? Especially with Renna and that whole situation of wanting to taste her good friend Kendall Jenner's tequila. Renna, you know what, Renna, I'm gonna leave you alone for right now. Did you guys see on Twitter today that Renna is asking them for $2 million for season 13? Good luck with that one, Renna. If they give it to you, congratulations. I don't see them giving you $2 million, but hey. So we see that all the ladies, they're getting ready to head back to Beverly Hills, right? So Kathy, at this point, she's not talking to Kyle, right? So Kyle and Renna, they're packing up to leave. So the thing that threw me with Kyle in this episode was the fact that Kyle just got up and left her home, and your sister is still there, right? Now I get it, your sister's upset with you, right? And you know your sister better than anyone. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you know what? F my sister. Let me go with Renna. I'm gonna go check on I'm gonna go like, Kathy, can I talk to you? And if she says no, I'm like, Kathy, I don't want to leave things in a bad space with us, right? And but we're gonna talk about Kyle in just a few. We're gonna talk about Kyle, right? So they all leave, right? And they're all on a private jet. Again, Kathy didn't join them, so Kathy is gonna find her own way back to LA. So Erica decides that she wants to apologize to all the ladies. I was like, Erica, you could take your apology and shove it right up your behind. So we see each woman respectively. We see Sutton talking about what happened with Kathy. We see Crystal talking about it. Crystal really doesn't know really what happened. So each woman is recounting what happened. So then we get to Renna. So Renna is saying that they got into it, right? They all do say that she was upset with Kyle. And I'm not upset with Kathy for being upset with Kyle. I would be upset with Kyle too. Because the way Kyle has been treating her sister on this trip, I can't really sit here and say that I blame Kathy for feeling any type of way about Kyle at this particular moment, right? So Renna says that she got Kathy out. They went back to the house, and the things that Kathy was saying, she was talking about taking Kyle down. And child, what threw me was when Renna said, I'm not verbatim saying what Renna said, but this is me kind of, what's the word? Not ad-libbing. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So Renna's trying to sit here and say that Kyle has more than Kathy. Say what now? Granted, I told you guys I knew about Kyle because I'm a huge Halloween fan, right? So I know who Kyle Richards is, but really, girl, Renna, go to hell. Go to hell expeditiously. I just need Renna to go straight to hell. So yeah, we pause here. We're gonna pause here, and we're gonna move forward, you guys. So, you guys, let's. This episode, when I think about it, is kind of fillerish. Let's talk about Dorit. On top of the fact that Dorit's face has, because I was looking at some, so somebody had posted on Twitter recently old clips of Dorit, and Dorit when she first came on the show, I didn't like Dorit when she first came on the show because when you've traveled the world, you can speak in any accent you want. No, you can't. Like that tagline always annoys. That tagline has always annoyed me from Dorit. So, and when Dorit first came on, I always felt like Dorit was fake and phony, and I still think Dorit is fake and phony. So Dorit is talking. So Dorit is going out with Erica, right? So they're going to a chocolate shop, right? I was like, And then Erica with these earrings. I'm like, girl, you just don't know what modesty is, huh? This is why people, she showed up on my timeline today. Erica showed up on my Twitter timeline today. She keeps reposting these articles about how she's being dismissed from things. The case has not gone away. There's a new case against you where they're saying that you are the face, that Tom made you the face of allegedly the crime family. Allegedly. So I don't know what she's talking about. She's so infuriating, and she's just annoying. So they have a discussion about Garcelle and the Real. So here's my thing when it comes to Garcelle and the Real. Garcelle was the talent on the Real, so Garcelle didn't have a say in what she talked about. It was her job. They give her her notes. She reviews the notes, right? She goes on set. She talks about it. She moves on. So it's not like she picked the stories. They go off of what is hot and what is trending. Kind of like what I do for Hot Topics. They talk about whatever is in the media, whatever the biggest stories are in the media right now, they talk about them. And that's what they did. So Erica feels like Garcelle should have given her a heads up. Let me know, do you guys think Garcelle should have given her a heads up? I wouldn't have. So then Dorit is talking to Erica about Kyle. Now, Dorit really flipped the situation with Kyle in last week's episode, because she's talking about the fact that Kyle was upset that she was still with her, and that now see, here's my thing when it comes to Dorit, right? So in Dorit's interviews, she's one way. In Dorit's interviews, she was talking about how the things that Erica was saying and doing were not the best things to say, but then in this scene, you are seen kissing Erica's ass. So which one is it? And then Erica wants to mention Kathy. Here's my thing when it comes to the whole situation with Kathy, right? Because you guys keep saying what happened with Kathy. Unless Bravo is saving this for the reunion, which they could be. They could be, or Bravo don't want them problems in their life. We are talking about the Kathy Hilton, like, of the Hilton family. So I don't necessarily know that Bravo wants those problems, but hey, they want to make Kathy the villain at this point. And my issue comes in with Kyle. Like, this is your sister. This is your flesh and blood sister. You ladies share the same mother. You have the same mother. But I mean, it's the same situation with Kim. Like, for the life of me, and I've said this plenty of times and I'll continue to say this, I don't think that Kim is sober. I would love for Kim to come back to this show, but I just don't think that this show is going to be healthy for Kim Richards. As much as the fans want Kim back, I don't think that this show is healthy for Kim at all. So the thing that bothers me when it comes to Kyle, and I do like Kyle, but the thing that bothers me with Kyle is specifically that season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when they had that girl Eden Sassoon on, right, as a friend of the housewives. When Brenna went to Eden and was telling Eden that Kim was on her deathbed, that they were praying, they were worried about Kim, right? And Kyle never really checked or ran behind that. Like that was the most now people now that season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the fandom came at me hard. There were people who came at me hardcore because I said even that season, and I'm gonna still stand by what I said that season, that I didn't believe that Kim was sober either. I never believed that Kim was sober, especially when we got to that reunion that season. I'm like, that woman is not sober. As much as I like Kim, I knew damn well Kim wasn't sober. And then when Kim said it, she at the reunion that she still was struggling. I'm like, exactly. And I wish at that time I had taken those people who had tweeted me, just coming at me somehow. She is sober. I'm like, no, she's not. Look at the way she's acting. You can look at the way Kim acted that season, and you could tell she was not sober. Anybody with eyes could see that. Stevie Wonder could see that. But I get it. People have their favorites and they don't want to see them in a bad space, and I get that. But I knew in my heart that Kim wasn't sober, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't give a damn. Like when they had the first BravoCon and Kim was at BravoCon. When Kim was at that first ever BravoCon, I was like, Kim is not sober. Kim was slurring her words. I was like, oh God, Kim. I really do pray for Kim. I really pray that Kim finds the help that she needs to keep herself sane and sober. And I just don't think that her coming back to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is going to be a good fit for her. But let's pause here and let's move forward, you guys. So let's go ahead and talk about her sister, Kyle. It ain't much with Kyle. We see Kyle. So Kyle is packing. So Crystal is going to be having a 39th birthday party. It's going to be a Great Gatsby theme. I'll talk about that in just a few minutes. So Kyle is unfortunately not going to be able to make it because Kyle has to go back to Georgia and film Halloween Ends, which is going to be out on October the 14th. I'm so excited for it. So I just actually watched Halloween Kills this past month on Monday. That movie was not the best to me. It wasn't the worst of the Halloween franchise, but it just wasn't that good either. Oof. So let me take a little pause here because I want to talk about some things that I want to do on the channel. So I do want to do some reaction videos to horror movies. I love Michael Myers. I love Jason. I love Freddy. I love Chucky. I love all of those. So what I want to do is I want to do some reactions. Let me know if you guys are interested in me doing reactions to horror movies. Now, once again, I saw them, so it won't be initial reactions, but it'll just be me watching it, just talking. We just be shooting the shit with each other. And let me know what you guys think about that. And also, I do intend, now I'm not going to give a time frame of when I'm going to do this, but I do want to go back and I want to revisit American Horror Story. So season 11 will be premiering next month. So you guys know I will be reviewing American Horror Story. What I want to do is I want to go back and rewatch seasons 1 up until current. Which season did I start with? I started with 1984 or 89. I think I started with 84. So I won't review that season and I won't review last season. So we'll go up until where I'm caught up at. But I think we'll go back and rewatch season 1 and just do some reactions to that. I'm also thinking about doing some reaction videos to Bel-Air that was on Paramount Plus, because I think I'm going to do season 2 of Bel-Air. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about all of that. And you just realize I ain't had nothing to talk about with Kyle. So let's pause here and let's move forward, you guys. All right, you guys. So next up, let's talk about Garcelle. It ain't much with Garcelle either. We see Garcelle and she is getting ready for the party, and she has Cherie over to her home. Child, when Cherie put her name on that card, I was like, that is tacky as hell. But I would do it too. If I forgot to get somebody together, like, girl, can we say we went on this gift together? I really wouldn't do that. But yeah. So Cherie and Garcelle are talking about the real. Once again, I don't care. I don't think Garcelle should have given Erica a heads up. Who cares? It ain't that big of a deal, girl. They talked about you. Everyone in the world was talking about you. Who hasn't discussed you? Like, who has not discussed you? I think you've even been a topic on the View, and those women don't really know you like that. The only person who knew you on the View was Meghan McCain. So you've been talked about on the media circus. So calm down, calm down. Like, shut up. So let's pause here and let's go ahead and move forward and wrap up the episode. All right, you guys. So I've already told you that Crystal is having a great Gatsby themed party, right? So she's turning 39, and we see everyone shows up, with the exception of Kyle. So as much as Dorit does get on my nerves, I have to give it to Dorit, baby. Dorit showed up and she understood the assignment. I was like, yes, Dorit, you better do that. Garcelle, I don't necessarily know that was a 1920s style, but A for effort. Cherie looked nice. Renna looked like one of those, those people who be dancing with the top hats and the canes. That's what Renna looked like. Erica, I thought Erica was the Statue of Liberty. Erica looked like the Statue of Liberty. Sutton was 1920s, but all her fashions look like they come from the 1900s. Who else? Diana, we don't care about her. Who else was there? Kathy looked nice. Kathy showed up. Definitely looked like a 1920s girl. Who else? Crystal, I couldn't quite say that was 1920s, but maybe maybe where you're from it was. I don't know, because it looked like, actually it kind of like a kimono. It looked like a kimono. So maybe so, but hey, everyone looked nice, right? So I do want to point one thing out. Erica and Sutton, they were being so chummy with each other. I am so damn sick of Erica and Sutton. One minute they don't want to be friends with each other. The next minute they're talking to each other. I was like, oh God. So then we see Dorit. So Dorit is talking to Garcelle about the real, and she could have given Erica a heads up. Could she have given Erica a heads up? She could have. Did she? She could have. She could have. She could have. She could have. But she didn't. So Dorit feels like it's kind of like, oh, she's throwing a stone and hiding her hand. How? Make me understand how it's like her throwing a stone and hiding her hand. I just didn't understand that. You just want to kiss Erica's ass, but okay. So Renna, oh my God, when Kathy showed up, Renna is so uncomfortable around Kathy with everything that Kathy said about her and the rest of the ladies. Go to hell. Erica told Garcelle she wished she had gotten a heads up because they were so good in Aspen. Erica, go to hell. I just think I have to say that to Renna and Erica. Both go to hell. It is so fascinating to me. Like I've told you guys numerous times, I was once a huge Erica Jane fan. Erica was my girl when she first came on this show. I loved Erica. Now I know when she first came on, a lot of people in the fandom didn't like her, but I gravitated toward her, and I know why I gravitated toward her. No, I don't. Yes, I do. It's our. I didn't realize it at the time, but we like. So, the crazy thing is, like I've told you guys plenty of times before, me, Renna, Dorit, and Erica, we are all the same sign. All four of us are Cancers. We were all born in July. They are the early part of July. It is so funny to me when I think about every housewife that is a Cancer. I don't like any of them. Well, I like Renna to an extent. Dorit, you guys know I don't see it for Dorit. I like Erica. No, well, I don't like her at this point. Used to like Erica. I'll tell you guys another housewife that I actually share a birthday with. Charisse from the Real Housewives of Potomac. And you guys know, god dang on well, I can't stand Charisse. Ugh. So, eventually Renna says to Crystal she's gonna have to leave because she's so shaken up about what happened in Aspen. And I was like, wait a minute, Renna, aren't you the queen of own it, baby? Why don't you own it and tell the women what Kathy said, and with Kathy here in front of you? So Kathy did say in her interview with the producer, so I guess Kathy did say something to Renna, but from with the way Kathy was talking, it didn't sound like she said anything that was just negative. But Renna is painting it out that she said something negative about Kyle. She said something negative about Erica, Dorit, Garcelle. She's trying to make it out that she said something negative about each and every one of the women. Do I believe that? It's a possibility. It's a slim possibility. I mean, she was pissed off. She was pissed off. But more so, she was pissed off at her sister. So she said, do I believe she said something about Kyle? 1000%. I believe she did. But yeah, you guys, that's the episode. It was kind of filler, if we're being honest. So yeah, that's it. Let me know what you guys thought about this. I know that they filmed the reunion. I think they filmed a reunion last week. Yeah, they filmed it last Friday. So the reunion is going to air on October the 12th, I believe. So we got a few more episodes left of this season. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications. Share the video. And until the next time, you guys, stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Wear a mask, you guys. Socially distant. Be blessed. I'll catch you guys in the next one. So I'll see you guys later for Married at First Sight and for episodes 1 and 2 of Zatima. See you guys then. Bye.